Okay, so welcome everybody. It is 7 o'clock. It is Tuesday night on August 13th. Woo, woo. I can't believe we're almost to the middle of the month. Like, really, seriously, we are almost to the middle of the month, y'all. And we got a lot to do before the end of this month. And there's a lot going on. There are some people that I think are late because they were going to get on tonight. So I'm not sure. I think they're late, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and begin with a few things. I am recording this evening because I want to, I'm going to be sending it out to the whole unit. I will be sending the video out so that everybody will get this information. So let me start with a few announcements. So I'm gonna start with a few announcements and give you some dates. So grab a pen because I'm gonna give you some dates that you're gonna want to make sure you put in your calendar. So grab a pen to do that. And then after I give these updates and some things to pay attention to for the next little bit of time, then as I said in the text to remind everybody to get on, we meaning Terry, Kim, myself, and Kim's husband, Dave, just came back from Dallas, Texas. We just returned from the annual seminar that was fabulous. This is my first time in person back to seminar in 5 years. Now, I've been to leadership conference twice in this time, but I wasn't able to go. Of course, no one could go in the beginning when COVID first hit. But last year I was scheduled to go and had to cancel for medical reasons at just before the deadline. So I didn't get to go last year. So this was my first time back after 5 years. It was glorious to be back in the pink bubble. It's an event that is just incredible. The one thing that I will tell you is that they let us know that next year in 2025, we will be back in Dallas at that convention center that we've been to for 100 years, maybe, well, not quite 60 years, but close to. And in 2026, it will have to be in a different location because they are doing construction to that convention center. But that's all they gave us. So we don't know if it'll still be in Dallas or in somewhere in the vicinity, or if it's going to be somewhere way far away. We don't know. But okay, so first thing I want you to put down in your notes on your dates is August 17th. August 17th is the deadline for PCP, and we don't want to miss that. This is our fall holiday catalog that'll be going out. This is the new products that are in it. You're going to want to make sure that your customers receive it. So for anybody that doesn't know what PCP is, it's Preferred Customer Program. And it's a program that the company has available for us, all of us, to participate in. It's 90 cents per name or per catalog that will be sent out. The company does all the work of sending it. There's a sample inside, and it doesn't matter whether you have 3 customers or whether you have 3,000 customers. You sign up your customers. I recommend signing up yourself to receive one as well. And it's only 90 cents for your customers to receive the book. That includes the book, the mailing, and the sample, all included for 90 cents. It's the best thing you can ever do. And it doesn't matter whether you're in this business for just you and a few friends, family members, or whether you're in it to build a business. Doesn't matter. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome thing to participate in, because then your customers, your friends, your family know what's new and what's exciting. And if you love this product, they probably will too. Okay, so that's the first deadline. The other deadline I want you to write down is September 15th. September 15th is the deadline for the Current Star Consultant Program. And right now we have Kim. Kim, raise your hand, put your hands in the air. Kim is already a star consultant. She's already a Sapphire Star. And she's not far from Ruby, so she's going on, I'm sure, to Ruby or Diamond to be a star. Terry Grover, woo, woo, only has not 194 left to be a Sapphire star. Whoop, whoop. So she'll have that way, she'll go way past that. And then our other consultants that are right at the top of nearing, they have Susan, Abby has in Michelle Ashley, they have over 600 in, Linda Glass and Heather Stanley Sutton have over 400. There's a whole bunch of people in the 400. And what I want you to know is, if that is a desire to be a star consultant is simply someone who places 1,800 wholesale in the quarter. The quarter started on June 16th and it ends September 15th. And you get a prize, and you get your name when the company does, when somebody goes in and searches, they want a consultant in the area, then your name is in that circle of people that the company will recommend. Love that idea. Okay. Now, the next thing is next Tuesday and Thursday, the 20th and 22nd of August is when we're going to be doing our next beauty Zoom, that you as a consultant, even if you only, and you don't buy for anybody else but yourself, this is samples of the month for you as well. You can invite all your customers to it, and all they do is go on and register. You go on and register as a consultant. I send all the samples for free. It doesn't cost you anything. I send the samples out, and they can participate. You all can participate either Tuesday or Thursday, you choose, and it's next week. So I need to have people get registered by no later than Friday of this week, so that I can get the sample packs out to everybody. And you're going to get quite a few samples. And I want you to think of it as samples of the month, because when you do it every month, you get the samples of whatever it is that that we're demonstrating for this month. And this next week, it's called Back to School. So we're going to do some fun things. You'll get a foundation primer, a CC cream, and you're going to get a bunch of other samples, and it's all going to be back to school. So we're going to do a thing with that. And we're going to connect in the special. What I decided we'd start doing is connecting the special in to the special we're already using, which is when they spend 50, they get something half off. And if they participate and they're live on the event, then your customers will get they'll get the double. So they'll get 2 half off items for every 50 that they spend. So we're going to connect it right into what we're already doing. You know, why make up a separate one? We're simplify, right? Okay. And then in September, I want you to write these dates down so you have it in advance. September 17th and 19th are the beauty Zooms for September. We're going to do something with the new fall products. And then I'm looking for ideas as well. If anybody has a specific idea of something they think would be a great sample to get out, or something they want to try, they had never tried before, let me know that. We'll do that. And then our peek into pink. The next one that we have scheduled is August 27th. And that is, you can invite anybody and everybody to join in on that. And what we'll be talking about is the opportunity. You'll let them know, if you would like to know more about their business, or I would like to get your opinion. If you would just like to listen in, you're going to get a gift just for listening, yada, yada. So you can invite them to Peek into Pink on August 27th. And then we'll do it again in September on the 15th and 24th. So September will be the 15th, the 24th, August 27th. So those are the dates I really wanted you to get in line. And then what I'm going to, the next thing I want to do is have the 2 awesome ladies. Terry, you got a question?
What Tuesday night are we having meeting?
It'll be the first week. I'm sorry. In September. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's back to the first weekend, the first Tuesday.
Yeah, the 3rd. Yeah. The only
Okay.
reason it wasn't this month was because of being at seminar, and I wanted to talk about seminar when you came back. Yeah. So the first Tuesday is when we'll do the actual meeting. Yep. Yeah. Tuesday, the 3rd. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, we did it different this time because we were at seminar and we wanted to report back to everybody after seminar to go. So, all right, I have some other things that we're gonna do for last month's recognition, but I'm gonna save that to the end because I really want to get into Terry and Kim graciously volunteered. Did you volunteer or did I just tell you? Yeah, I think I just told you. Okay. So they very much accepted the challenge. How's that? They accepted the challenge to get on and share with you some things that happened at seminar, and I want them both to talk. So I want to do the recognition stuff after, if that's okay, because I really want to get into the meat of what you guys want to share about seminar. I've got a few things that I want to share at the end. But, and so do we have, I really didn't pick who wanted to go first. So does anybody want to volunteer to go first? And, okay, Terry said she would. So I want to introduce to you Terry Grover. Terry Grover has been in this company for 31 years. She has been a star consultant so many times. I think it's up to over 90 now. Would that be correct? I think
it was 94.
94. She has a great team. She's built a team. She has a great team. And she was our first runner-up for quarter sales this year. And she was a Princess Court Achiever, which is the company Princess Court. And she was a Princess Court Achiever and received some pretty earrings at our pink party for doing that. So Terry, take it away.
Some pink earrings some earrings I was gonna go up and get, but I was too lazy to go up the steps to go get them. So I don't have them on.
That's okay.
I was too tired. So seminar, I have not been back in 5 years also. It was 2019 when I went. And so I was a little excited and a little anxious, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of walking and a lot of swollen ankles, but it was worth it. And I lost 3 hours in the air. So those are my takeaways.
Oh, no,
So
that's not the takeaways.
that's what I came back with. But one of the speakers that I really enjoyed was Cindy Sheppa, and we have done a lot with Cindy Sheppa in the last few years. And if you guys know and you guys have been following, she is the lady who come up with the bra analogy. So when we do a skincare party, she's the one that does the bra analogy. And so when I get to the end of my note, I will tell you what that is, because it is kind of fun when you do this at a party. But what I liked about her is the fact that she brought it back to the skincare class you can do them virtually, but she brought it back to the table or back to the couch, as she also talked about a little bit. But she talked about doing full service, having full service and customers for life. And that is something that I was thinking about as I was rewriting my notes. And some of my customers have literally been with me for 31 years. And I had to think about, okay, what did I do to keep those customers for life? And the one thing that I did is I take good care of them, and I make sure that they get really good customer service, and I service those customers. And so she did talk about the party, having your party and making your hostess feel like she is royalty, which I am like, I'm all for that. If my hostess feels really good, then it's going to be a good party. One of the things that she did, she talked about, she has a tiara, but now she has a headband that says Queen on it. And she talks about the second experience. And so the second experience or your third experience, but when she talks about second experience, the people at the table can say, I want to be the queen, or, yeah, everyone should be a queen. So they holler, I want to be the queen. They get a ticket that goes into a drawing, but she's getting that second experience over and over and over throughout her party. And I loved that because I mean, everybody at my table should be a queen. But she went back to the 4-point recruiting plan, which we have not talked about in a long time. So I am going to post that in the Star Achiever group, because I did find a really cool sheet that talked about the 4-point recruiting plan. So instead of going through it all over on here, I will post that because it was worded really well. So that we walk out of these parties with next experiences, we walk out with recruits, we walk out with team members that are ready to be fired up. That's what I want. So the bra analysis, I mean, the bra story, every woman knows about a bra. I mean, and we all know, we either hate them, we love them, like she said, you get home, you take it off, you only
And
wear it when you
hopefully we
have
all
to.
use them.
Yeah. And so everybody knows about that. So what she does is she talks about the skincare line and she compares it with the bra. So the new Mary Kay line is a training bra. And then she talks about why it's a training bra. The Clear Proof is a sports bra. So then she talks about the Clear Proof and gives its benefits.
Hang on. The Mary Kay line is the training bra.
Is a training bra, and then the Clear Proof is a sports bra.
What would you say about the training bra?
I'd have to look into the Mary Kay line a little bit better because I've only demoed it once.
Okay. Okay.
So I'd have, because I do time-wise repair at my parties, so I'd have to pull my sheets out and look at that.
Okay. We probably should make sure that I have a picture of a sheet that kind of talks about it. We'll have to look that up and see some words, because I think it'd be helpful if everybody had
It would be
words.
helpful, but you have to I could not find one that had the new Mary Kay line in it.
Okay. Okay. I'll look.
And so she said the directors should be able to have that, to find that. She said, ask your director. So then the Time-Wise Miracle Set, and she confused everybody here, but she called it the department store bra. Like the Dillard's bra or the Target bra. I don't know. That one needs a little bit better bra. That's not cheap. It's a good bra.
It's not expensive.
It's not expensive, but it's a good bra. So I guess that's why she said Dillard's.
Yeah.
We don't have a Dillard's here.
Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret. No.
No.
Well, then the repair line is your Va-Va Voom push-up bra.
That's Victoria's Secret.
They have sports bras. They have, yeah. Get Jan. Classic. Va-Va Voom.
Va-Va Voom, they push them up there.
Mine is the one that comes off and goes out hangs on the basket. When my friends come over, it's hanging out on the basket. Sorry, Heather. No. So anyways, and then so Cindy Sheppa, I mean, even though she bounces all over the place and she's like me and she's a high like energy person. And she jumped from the mic that's standing to the mic she's holding. She's a little cuckoo. But that was totally me. That's totally like me. And so I really liked her. But the other thing that I really gathered and really picked up on at seminar is social media and how we are changing. It's always changing, but changing social media. And now we have paid advertising. You can go to InTouch and get all the information on paid advertising, but everybody talked about social media. It was big.
What's the one thing that you took from all of that they said, Terry?
That I want to get on social media and I want to be a social media star. So I'm going to work on that.
And
I
that's where
love the idea of paid advertising, and you can target your audience. So if you have an ad, you can put in your demographics. You can put in your area. You can put in that you're looking for people that are 50 and older. You can put in 30 and under. You can put in people of bronze skin. You can put in people with ivory skin, people with beige skin. I mean, you can narrow your audience down, but it's still going to thousands of people. And so one of the things one of the speakers did, Cassie, is she had us go to her Instagram, post in her Instagram a message. And Kim, I don't remember, was there 650 people in that room? And we were all supposed to like each other's. Well, I have increased from 50 some Instagram followers to now I'm over 160. Yes, they're Mary Kay people, but my Instagram grew. That's exciting to me. And so now I'm reaching out to, it's reaching to different people and more people, and which means I need to get better at it.
So would you say that it would be smart for us to do that with each other, like within our unit, some kind of a thing? What would you recommend, Terry, that we do so that everybody that wants to have an Instagram presence could
We
grow
should
like
all
that?
be on each other's Instagram.
Okay, okay.
And
Because
we
I
should
think
all like and follow our Facebook, not group, but
individuals,
yeah, what is
individuals.
pages? The one that says Independent Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. We
Okay.
should all be a follower of each other's. That builds that outreach.
Well,
Page. It's a page.
it makes you look like you have more.
Yeah.
And
And people look at that. It's like if you have 5 followers, they're going to look at somebody that has 100 followers, so they look at things like that.
right. And I know there was somebody in another company that posted something and a bunch of people commented. And I went through and looked at who was commenting, and it was the other consultants.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
still showed there were 20 comments.
But we should be on each other's Instagram, and we should be commenting and liking each other's Instagram. That builds it up and gets it out there more. Yeah. And that's what she was getting at. I love Instagram. I mean, I didn't at first, but I'm starting to. There's not as much advertising like Facebook has lots of ads. These ads are different. And there's no marketplace, and I get irritated with marketplace.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. I like it. Okay. Yeah. Anything else that you would like to share from seminar? Or a message
Well, we
to
have
the rest of the consultants?
The things that we need to remember to do this seminar year between now and June 30th is to level up, because we are going to go up and we're going to level up, and that is being disciplined, being committed. Because we're going to level up. We're going to power up, but we're going to level up. So we're going to power up, but we're going to level up.
We're going to do everything up.
Yes. Up.
We got to go up. So yeah.
Go up, level up, power up.
Do you have any final words that you would like to share, or any final?
No, I guess that's it.
You sure? Is there anything else you want to share?
Am I missing something?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I just want to know if you want to share anything else about like what seminar,
like a big goal.
That's up to you. That's up to you. No. No, I was like seminar, like if you could put it in a nutshell, what would you say about seminar? If you can put it in a nutshell.
Hard to put seminar in a nutshell. But it's worth going. I mean, you guys, it's just worth it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What do you think is the most thing that you get out of it? Is it the training? Is it the recognition? Is it the camaraderie? What is the biggest that kind of takeaway?
What I got out of it was more training this year. I mean, it was good to be around the Mary Kay pink bubble, but I really grasped onto the training and I mean the recognition, but the training that went with the recognition.
Mhm.
All three of the top three people gave amazing speeches, and I haven't gotten to that part of my recorder yet. I have 15 recordings and I've gotten through 9.
Mhm.
So I would say the training was amazing.
Good. Yep. Yep. Okay. Everybody, let's give her a round of applause. Woo, 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 woo. Go her. All right. Our next speaker then is Miss Kim Leach. And Kim Leach was our queen of retail sales this seminar year. She has also built a team. She is a red jacket. She has 3 people on her team. And she has been in the company this time over 20 years. How many? 22, 4, 24. She's been in 24 years. She has been to seminar many times as well. And her husband, Dave, almost always I think he's been there every year that I've been there. He always goes with. And he's a great support for her. And that's one of the things that a lot of men come. And when they do, on day 3, they parade across the stage. The men get to go on, they always have the husbands go across. And I'll have to post, I did get a picture of Dave coming off the stage, so I will have to post that in our Star Achiever area. I haven't posted any pictures yet. I came back and I didn't get any pictures posted yet, but I do have some, so I'm excited about them. And so Kim, I'm gonna let you take, she's been a star consultant many times. And both Terry and Kim were, they were an all-star star consultant, which means they were star consultant all 4 quarters last year. And so Kim, I'm gonna let you take it away.
All right, good job, Terry. I'm not prepared. I've gotten like 3 orders and made deliveries the last 2 days. So
Oh, darn.
darn. So I'm like, oh shoot, I tried to send myself a video of one of the entertainment things, but I thought it sent, but then it's not there. So I was gonna play that because the entertainment is always awesome there. Our pink, what was the Mary Kay National area, because we don't have a national, so we go to the Mary Kay National area party, and that entertainment was awesome too. So we got to go out and dance on the floor, Terry and I did, and 1,000 or so of our favorite friends, all the Princess Court, and we were out there a long time. But
Party in Pink. Party in
yes.
Pink was the theme this year.
And so that was a lot of fun. I did get a video of some of that too. But oldies but goodies. So I always like the oldies. So much to talk about the speakers, because we have the top 3 national sales directors spoke. So we got to hear from them in the Sapphire, which is our area. We're in Sapphire, and there's 4 different divisions for those that maybe don't know, and we were the last group this year. So some of those speakers, well, all of them were really good. And let's see, Lorraine Newton, tips that make a difference, leading by example and being hands-on. what they did was they each gave a speech, and then they went back and did like a little round table things and asked a couple questions. And of course, then, Terry and I went to that red jacket thing that she was talking about with Cindy Shepa. And one of the other speakers there was Autumn Hebel Britton, who's a sales director. And she talked about how she did her skincare party. And so when you put, the people first, then you want to make sure that you make them feel important. And what she does is she does 40, and she tells them up front, she does 40 minutes of skincare, and then 30 minutes is a closing. So that's when people are shopping and eating and everything, kind of how we do it. So I thought this was interesting. And then she says, we're all going to get back together. And then she comes back and says 15 minutes of sharing. And then she does a prize, and she has a survey. So she gives out the tickets as well. And so everybody comes back to the table, and that's when she gives out the prizes. So I thought that was very interesting, that so then 40 minutes of skincare, 30 minutes closing, that's when they eat, and you do your individual close, and then comes back and she does like a 15-minute, it says 15-minute sharing opportunities, and it's just a prize. And then she has some kind of survey. And she also said, oh, when people ask, she said, oh, your director will know. Ask your director for the questions.
Oh, the survey questions?
Yeah, yes. So there you go, Jan. You got a couple jobs to do tonight.
Okay.
She said, oh, everybody, she's like, oh, just ask your director. Just ask, she'll know it. She's got a survey. And so let's see, I can read my own writing. You just tell them a short during that time. You just talk about family owned business. I'm not sure what that little word is, something guidelines. Oh, the European Union guidelines. Trying to read with these. There, I can see better. Then you just tell them a short I story, and then ask about themselves. And then she does a ticket game. I can't remember exactly what all she does for ticket game. You could just, do like the second appointment. We used to do that with the second appointment every time you said second appointment or whatever, but she did at that close where she gets back with them with sharing. She just talks about you make 50% of everything we sell. She talked about showing a weekly accomplishment sheet, and she had a bunch of different weekly accomplishment sheets from different people in her unit, with her being a director. And so depending on the crowd, if they were like mostly single, then she would show someone who was single. If they were, people with small kids, then she showed one of her person's weekly accomplishment sheets. If they're really busy and they are working the corporate, then she showed that person. So she mentioned all those people's names and stuff. And so you just kind of show them the weekly accomplishment sheet for the person that it would appeal to the most at that group. So she had a bunch of them from her people. And then she just talked about different things, you for the starter kit, you get 50% on reorders, team building, telling them you don't have to build. However, she highly recommends building your team. And then she had them went around the room, and it was 1 to 10, and then you cannot fail. 10 is you cannot fail. Or so she'd get an idea as far as where the level was. So
Yeah.
yes.
She said a 10 was, I would rather stand in the street naked on a street corner. What, or
One.
zero.
Number one was
Number
that.
one, I'd rather stand on a street corner naked than do Mary Kay.
Yeah, I didn't get to that writing that one
Oh,
down.
I was like, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Um, so
Heather has a
then,
question. Hang on, Heather has a question.
okay, I can't see with these glasses. I
I
can't see.
know.
So
That's all.
I can, but I can't.
So are all of these gals gonna be on In Touch? Can you look these up from seminar and watch them or listen to them? Or is anything like that from seminar on In Touch?
They didn't really tell us what's going to be on In Touch from the teachers and the training at seminar. Sometimes they do, sometimes they will post them later, but I don't think they post every class. I don't think they post every teacher with every class. But um, I will,
You can probably Google them, their names, and probably somebody because people took, videos, like Terry said, she had a bunch of videos of different speeches and stuff. Because somebody already did one of the fall stuff. So you could Google, like Cindy Sheppa, she's got a whole thing where I'm gonna go back and watch what she does and see if she's updated from last year when I watched that, or so you could Google the names and they probably would pop up on YouTube or something.
YouTube, go
I
to
was gonna say,
YouTube.
a lot of
yeah.
YouTube work, a lot of them are on YouTube. I can send them to you too, Heather. I've got them audio.
Okay.
She's
All
just,
right.
yeah, Terry did what I did. I audio recorded a lot of stuff. So I'll let Kim, I'm gonna talk more about that whole survey thing at the end. I'll talk, I started that to follow up with what she's saying. So Kim, I'll let you go ahead and finish before I do any follow up. So go ahead, you keep talking.
Okay. And then so she also talked about, I think it was her, we don't know who needs Mary Kay. So everyone's situation changes every 6 months. So even if you've talked to someone 6 months ago, their situation may have changed. You just, don't know. So I missed a word in here. Don't put a period, but let God put a comma. I think that's what it's supposed to, I missed a word in there, but don't put a period, but let God put a comma by someone. So let's see. So one of them broke down, the queen of the sales director was the queen. She talked about turn up your confidence. She broke it down because this lady, she's Jewish, and so she does not work her Mary Kay business from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday, and then Sunday is usually family time. And she was the top 1.05, so 1,050,000 that her unit did. And she just talked about, she was basically talking to us like we're already directors. She's like, you guys are already directors here. So so she broke it.
Add in that she has 7 children.
Oh,
from
7 children.
18 to 5.
Right. Yes. And so yeah, and she did $1 million last year as well. There was 2 people who did $1 million this year. Last year there was all 3. We did have our very own Carla Reno, who's in Kalamazoo, Michigan, did 850,000. So she was number 3 in Sapphire. But so Freda, she just talked about, don't just go for 2 new team members, go for 4. That because 2 will get you on the Queen's Court of Sharing, but go for 4. And she broke it down a lot as far as how much commission you would get with that qualified, and then so she just talked to like we were directors. And let's see, and don't stop until you get 100 new team members. Yeah. So 15 faces. She gave out prizes like 15 faces, 30 faces, 6 recruiting calls, booking 5 parties, holding 5 parties, 15 faces, 30 faces, 3 sharing goals, 3 sharing calls. So, and then everybody should be a gold medal. That's 5 new recruits. Doesn't have to be qualified a month, get you a gold medal. But there's a lot of different ones, had a lot of different little nuggets of little sayings I wrote down, like keep your blinders on if you don't learn, discipline yourself, keep asking until you get a yes. That was Carla had said that. Oh, this one was a good one. I think Lorinda King said this. Failure should be our teacher, not undertaker. You have not failed because you are not finished. Do I have time? I'm going to do these 6 points from Candy Lewis.
Yep, go ahead.
Determination, grit, and tenacity. This is Candy Lewis, who is she an NSD? NSD, Candy Lewis, yeah. Challenge to meet your goals. Number 1, need to know what you want. Number 2, have SMART goals, real to you. Why do I have 2? Oh, number 3, strategize and plan for it. Plan 3 ways to hit a goal. Know your averages. Jan's talked about that all the time. Number 4, find your next hostess, red jacket, team member. Number 5, visualize it. So she's saying, talk about that goal 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening. You visualize that goal. And then number 6, roll up your sleeves and get out the gate and put on your running shoes.
And is there anything else that you would like to share in your opinion about seminar, why someone would want to go?
Well, I say, I went last year, so, in the 60th anniversary thing was awesome as well. It's just you just get a different perspective by going, and you get to see the whole big picture of how Mary Kay is, the company, family owned and that kind of thing. And you do, get a lot of information. There is entertainment, and there's all the people, the queen, and then crowning and all that, but there is also a lot of training as well. And so I say start now, have a goal for the month, and then save out, whether it's $50 out of your sales or $100, and work your way up to start paying for it, so, and set it aside, put it in an envelope. If you have a hard time leaving it in an account, I've got different accounts. I've got an 00, which is I call my love checks, and then I got an 01, which is my earnings, and then I got a checking, all in my credit, same one account. And then that's kind of how I divide it up. So if you can do that, not spend that money, that's a good way. At least you can get a little interest on it. But if not, put it in an envelope and tuck it away. So, but yeah, that would be my thing, is just start now. I mean, there's so many people that talk about, like, some directors and stuff, and especially last year and this year too, like, okay, I sat out in the audience and I watched all these people going across stage and be, $1 million directors and all this stuff. And then it's like, no, they caught the bug, so to speak, when they went and caught the vision, and it just elevated. So that's what Lorna King talked about, elevation, a lot in her speech. But power up, level up.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Kim. Give Kim a round of applause. And what I would like to say about seminar is, Heather, you get everything you mentioned. there's recognition, there's the inspiration though. You know, to me, when we're at home and we set our own goal, and we might even get power partners, or we got people who we feel are like-minded, who want more out of their life. And I would say the majority of us, if we were to raise our hand, we joined this company because we needed to make some money or wanted to make extra money, or we had something we wanted to buy, or we wanted to save money because we get the product 50% off, right? That means I can look like this and I can afford it, right? So I think, you know, as far as one of the things they definitely show is how to make money. I mean, you know, the training is to teach us how to make money, or it's to teach us how to increase our self-confidence, increase our presentation skills, whatever it is that we're looking for. So I think, Heather, the answer to your question is it gives you anything you're looking for. Because if you're going there to look for how can I build my self-confidence, you'll be able to find that. If you're looking to how can I do a better party, what's that person at the top who has 7 children and only works these many days, like what does she do different than what I'm doing? And it's a whole world, it's the whole Mary Kay world. Because not only that, but all of the corporate people are there and they talk to us and they get on stage and they talk to us, you know, Ryan Rogers, and they're personable. So if you see one of the corporate people, like walking through the hallway or going somewhere or being in the expo or whatever, they'll talk to you. They'll just talk to you. You find out they're just real people. And then all the top directors or whatever. But I think for me, the inspiration of those speeches are what are going to get your heart. Because the young lady that was number 1, she was, like, you know, the 7 children, she's young, she's a little petite, young, lots of energy, you know, you could tell. And she loves to win and she likes the challenge. She likes the challenge of being challenged. I mean, it's like challenge her to something and boom, she's on it, right? So you kind of understood where she was. Maybe that's not the type of personality you are, so maybe you didn't relate to her. But then you got Lorinda King, who's number 2, and she's $1 million director. And when she started out her speech, you almost could hear a pin drop in this place, because she did $1 million again this year. And her speech started out that she lost 2 daughters this year. And when she said, like, lost them, I don't think they were in the park and she couldn't find them. I mean, she lost 2 daughters, not her husband, her father, an uncle. There were like 6 people in her like world, immediate world, that she lost this year. And everybody thought she would just go in the closet and close the door, and that she wouldn't finish her goals or work towards it or whatever. Whew. You know, I mean, that was, but when she started her speech, literally you could hear a pin drop when she started saying that. And then number 3, Carla Reno, right from Kalamazoo, Michigan. We know Carla. I mean, I got her cell phone in my phone, you know, and she was the number 3 director. And I've known Carla a long time, and she was on her game with that speech. Her speech was awesome. And the 3 top nationals they were talking about, their stories, it's the inspiration sometimes that I think more than the how-to. Because when we are a determined woman, when we want something more in our life, Mary Kay can give it to us. And it doesn't matter what you're looking for. It could be, you know, it doesn't matter. This company can offer it to you. And so what I want to share why seminar is so important for me is that it brings me back to what I'm a part of. I am a part of a pink bubble that is so much to so many. And when I heard Lorinda King's speech, my thing was, so was that hangnail I got really that bad? I mean, honest to goodness, you know what I mean? You know, like, and Mary Kay, the woman, her words ring in my head a lot because I got to listen to her a lot, but we're all gonna have obstacles. We're all gonna set goals and we're gonna have obstacles. And we get to choose whether we use that obstacle as a stopping block or a stepping stone. And when you hear these top directors, when you hear these people who have accomplished it anyway, they had all the obstacles. They had way more obstacles than I did this year, but yet they did it anyway. And I think what it does is it creates such a hope. And so my thing that I would like to share with everybody is there is that hope. And if you are ever in a situation that you need more money, I pray to God you will call your director, which they tell you to look for your director for everything else, apparently, while you were there. But call me because I believe this company has something for everybody, and everybody can make money in this company when they sell the product. And you don't have to want to build a team. You don't have to want to become a director. You don't have to want to do like, oh, I don't want to work like you do, Jan. You don't have to, but you can still make money and you can still help out your family, or you could still get that vacation. There's so much you can do because you can't buy a product for $1 and sell it for $2 and not make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. It's virtually impossible to not make any money. Now, what you do with your profit, that's up to you. But I can show you how to do it. And whatever you need, if you need more confidence, if you need supplemental income, if you just need girlfriend time, if you know, whatever it is, this company offers that. And I think when I go to seminar, it reignites in me that hope and that belief that I know that 41.5 years ago, I made the best decision of my life to join this company because I look at what it's done for me. And we can do all the accolades, and I can tell you about my diamond rings, and I can tell you about how many cars I got, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But what it's done for me as a person is far more valuable than these diamond rings. It just is, because it's given me a different way to live. I have had different times in my life when I have wanted to, and I've looked at it and going, okay, this is a new one now. What do I do? Do I go get one of those real jobs, or do I continue making money through Mary Kay? And when I got divorced in 2007, I can tell you that, you know, that was the first time in my life since I was 18 years old that I was totally responsible for everything for me. Bills, health insurance, you name it. I was on my own for the first time since I was 18 years old. And the question that people literally asked me, and which really made me question myself, was, can I make this Mary Kay thing work? Can I continue to live in my pink bubble? And the answer's been yes. The answer has been yes, I can. And so I think for me, that is beyond anything. Knowing that I can take care of myself was priceless. It was totally priceless. So I think, you know, and that's what, you know, Mary Kay always told us, just pass it on, pass it on. And, you know, one of the things when I was taking notes from these ladies, which I took several pages of notes, one of the things that Terry said, taking good care of her customers was important. Some of them have been with her 31 years. 41 years I've been in the company. I've had them over 30 years as well. And one of the things that went through my head, Terry, when you said that was, sometimes why is it when we're trying to take care of somebody really well, why is it that we have a fear of calling them? Like, we're afraid we'll be pushy or well, the only way you can be pushy is to be pushy. So don't be pushy. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but caring about people, how can that come across pushy? It can't. If we just care, Terry just cares about our customer. I mean, y'all do, we all do. But it's like, when you just care about your customers, they're gonna get that feeling. That's exactly what they're gonna feel from her. This is, she just loves them and just wants to take care of them. And we want to keep them beautiful, right? So then, and the other thing that, the 4-point recruiting plan, oh my gosh, do you know that that's been in the company the entire 61 years? Mary Kay started that 61 years ago. And I love that because it's just sharing what you do. Okay. And so, I think that we can take some of the ideas, Terry, the headband, the Queen headband. Like, maybe we can find out where they got those and we can post something on Star Achiever page where they got them and how much, you know, if somebody wants to do something like that.
She said it. She said, I'm not supposed to, but she said it. She said Amazon. And then she said, oops, I'm not supposed to say that. Oops, I
Oops,
didn't say
okay.
that.
All right, so it's that, what we can say is that Azan place.
Yeah.
If we don't want to say Amazon, we can say the Azan place. Okay. And then, we definitely will look for that bra analogy thing. I know I've got a picture and maybe I can just adjust the picture so it's got the new product on it. The Instagram thing, oh my gosh, we really got to get on that. We really got to get on the Instagram. And Kim, I got to agree with you on that entertainment. Man, y'all, I'm talking like Las Vegas style entertainment. That's what they have intermittent in different times throughout. We're talking like big time entertainment. And oh my gosh, this one was like, they were roller skaters and I mean, that kind of made your heart jump because you're like, I hope she doesn't go flying off that stage. Oh my gosh, she's swinging around by her neck and you're like, but and then on yours, Kim, on the what Autumn said about the skincare class with the 40, the 30, and then the 15, and then on the survey and the iStory, that kind of stuff, we gotta like maybe map some of that out, and that can be, we can put that on the Star Achiever page a little bit more about what that even means. We'll be doing some more training with that. I think it's important. And one of the things that when you were talking about at the end, when she talks about like using the weekly plan, weekly accomplishment sheets, this is what Cheryl Steinman has always done. So y'all want to know how much I made tonight? Has anybody got the guts to do that at the end when you got everybody together? Do you want to know how much I made tonight? I'm going to tell you what, that's how Cheryl Steinman recruits people. She does it all the time. And what she'll do is she'll say, okay, so, our sales for our hostess tonight, $400. Her hostess credit is blah, blah, blah. And my profit tonight was $200 or whatever it was. Okay. My profit was like $200 and I only worked 2 hours. Does anybody want to figure out how much that is per hour? I don't know. Is that how much you get? That's how she recruits people. Would you say, Heather? Oh, you're still muted, babe. There you go.
Have you done that at the end of a class?
I did it once. I haven't done it regularly, but I'm going to tell you what. How fun is that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, Heather?
I don't know. Sometimes the response I get when you say I make 50% is they almost resent you for it. Because
Why?
because they know I get it for half, and why am I selling it at a 50% profit?
Terry, you're muted.
Then that's why they start Mary Kay.
Okay.
No,
That's-
seriously,
I mean, that's
and
where the
let me
money
say this,
is made
Heather.
and they know it.
let me say this to you, Heather. You can say, you know what, we're in direct sales, we have no middlemen. And just as a thought, you know, when you go to Target and they have something marked down 50% or 75%, and that's how cheap you get to buy it, and they're still making a huge profit, what does that tell you? Their markup is way higher than ours.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you what, when you go to those stores and they have those big deals and 50% off, they're still making at
Oh,
least
yeah.
50% off at the 50% off thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're still making a huge profit. So something that cost them $3, they put out regular 12 to 15 so that they can mark it down to 7 and still make their same profit that I'm making.
And a friend of mine that worked in retail, he worked here in town, they would up their price to lower their price. And that
Correct.
was a regular thing.
Yes.
And if you didn't know
All
and
the
go in there regularly, you didn't see that.
They
So
all do
that
it.
is a huge thing.
If they resent you,
I don't know if resent.
well, no, I get your point though. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, okay, so if that's the profit I get to make, and they want part of my profit, one lady said a long time ago, how much of your paycheck are you willing to give me at the end of the week?
It's a good one.
And yeah, and it's like, I think your point's well made though about resentment. I think that's a well-made point. And I think that when you get past your immediate family and friends, you won't find that as much.
Probably.
Oh, no, I guarantee it. I
Okay.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
family and friends discount that everybody wants, that's when you can say, you know, I hear my heart, because I hear what you're saying, but hear my heart. When I give you a huge discount, that takes away my paycheck because I have to pay the dollar. So if I don't sell it for $2, that means I'm taking less profit. And the reason I joined the company is kind of like when you got your job was to make money. And this is my job and this is how I make money. And so I promise you, I will have deals throughout the year. It's just that I can't afford to do it all the time.
Mhm.
And here's what I have to say to new consultants especially. Whatever you do in the beginning is the precedence you're setting that they will expect every
Mhm.
single time. So be
Mhm.
careful. And that's the reason that we have a special that we do every month that they can take advantage of, that when you spend 50, you can get an item at half off. I'm willing to sell it at full retail, the part up to the 50. And then for every 50, you can get a half off item so that you can try more products and try things and get a deal.
Mhm.
But I can't give a straight discount all the time on everything because that's part of my paycheck that I'm giving up. Does that help?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And so I think, but I'll tell you what, that's why I started in my notes. I put a big star next to it, which was at the end of that class during those 15 minutes. I'd love to, you know what, because what Cheryl does is say, anybody that wants to know how much I make, you can stay at the end and I'll let you know. That's part of her presentation right from the beginning. At the beginning, she says that so that they'll stay at the end. She'll say, if you want to know how much I make tonight, then stay, and at the end, I'll let you know. And because, you know, our queen here, our hostess of the party, our queen, she gets this much in free product for having y'all here. I don't see a problem telling that either, if you want more queens. So anyway, all right, so that's our wrap up of that. And if you have questions or you want to know more, of course, just give me a call, send me a text, whatever. And then we are going to continue our 6 most important things program that we've been doing, where it's a challenge every month to when you place an order, you can get something free from me. And when you have a 10% increase over the 1 year ago, so August of 2023, if you, whatever you placed in that month, August of 2024, if it's a 10% increase, that's another way to get additional prize. Facialing people, getting new faces, sharing the opportunity with people, how much your retail is, how much your wholesale is, all of those. There's 6 different squares. And also participating in either the beauty zooms or the peek into pink if you participate with that. And you can get up to 6 squares, and you get free product from me, a special package in the mail at the end of the month. But you, in order to get it, you have to take a picture of your 6 most important things sheet. Now, for the month of July, I only got 2 of them. Terry and Kim both sent me their sheets. And so I want you to know that just so for time, is it okay if I just go through these real quick? Who was the queen of each little thing? I can kind of go through that. I pulled them up. So Terry was our queen of wholesale for the month of August. And so yay, round of applause. Woo, 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 round of applause. I can't let go of this one thing. It's going to fall in my lap. So I'm trying to hold on and do one-handed. Okay, so Terry was our queen of wholesale. She was also the queen of retail, how much she sold for the month. And she sold $1,433. Woo, 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 round of applause. And Kim sold $1,167. So woo, 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 round of applause. And then for the queen of faces, Kim had 10 new faces and Terry had 9 new faces. So Kim is our queen of new faces. Woo, 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 woo. And she held some parties. And then no one shared enough. No one is the queen for that. No one shared enough. And then they both had their increase. They both had their 10% increase. And we had, as a unit, we had over a 50% increase for the month of July. I'm pretty excited about that from the July before. So yay, yay, yay to everybody that had sales for or ordered for the month. And then, so Kim completed 5 of the 6 squares and Terry completed 4 of the 6 squares. So congratulations, give them a round of applause. Woo! We're so excited for them. And so I'm going to be sending out another email. I will, in the email with this video, I will include the new 6 most important things for August again, just in case, because you still have until August 31st. And then you send a picture of it on September 1st to me in order to get, and just FYI, for this month's, you will get new product that's coming out in next month. Yes, Kim.
Did you send out the prices?
No, I did not.
Okay, because I was like, I had the mail on hold, and then Dave said, "Well, how come I thought maybe you'd bring them to seminar." So, okay, I just wanted to make sure they weren't stuck down at the post office because I had a
luggage
hold on
could
the
only
mail.
hold so much, and I was going for extra days. My luggage would only hold
Oh.
so much.
Okay.
And I left on the 1st, so I couldn't get it all.
Well, I
in
just
mail
wanted to make
everything.
sure it wasn't like stuck at the post
Stuck in
office
my-
because I had a
Nope.
hold on my mail. So
Yeah, no, they're
okay,
going out tomorrow.
Okay.
And, I got back
No
from
problem.
seminar, and I've been trying to finish my room up. I gotta get my room finished so that I can get everything done in my room. And I figured out how to make, we've been watching Love It or List It a little too much lately. And I told Steve it's probably a bad idea because he just gave me a whole bunch of ideas. But I've been trying to figure out for a year how I could consolidate some things, and they were in different rooms, and I was just like, I needed. And so I figured out how to make one of our spare rooms a dual purpose room. So it's going to be my Mary Kay room, and it's going to be a guest room because I bought a Murphy bed. Anybody remember the old style Murphy beds? And so it will go up, and I'm going to be hopefully by next week, You're gonna see me with everything behind me in the new office, so I'm really excited about it. This is not my real shelving unit behind me right now, but it will be next week and I'm pretty excited. Okay, so I hope to see everybody next week. I hope to see as many people as possible on our Peek into Pink. And I know that all of us that went to seminar, we have big goals, we have lots of excitement, and I think we have a renewed passion. And we are going to power up. We are going to level up. We're going to go up. They had every word you could think of to go, with the up. And you know what? We can only go up. Why go down? I mean, we can only go up, right? And we are going to power up. And it's going to be an exciting seminar year, I do believe. And what better way than to start it off in July, having a 50% increase over the year before? I mean, really, y'all. I mean, that is an awesome thing. And so if you have any questions about anything we said, feel free to call me. Be watching the Star Achiever Facebook group because we will be posting some things in there, some pictures of seminar, but also, some of the ideas that were shared tonight, like the detailed part of them that you might need to have, or the picture or whatever, we'll try to get in there. I work on this thing about the survey. I have lots of different surveys and I will look to see if anybody posted anything new in our director group, that kind of thing. And that is take care of all my notes. And would anybody like to share anything real quick? Heather, what's your takeaway from tonight real quick? How to unmute. It won't unmute. Oh, there you go.
Yay! Let me see. I took a bunch of notes too, and I think just that customer care and getting the confidence that you are serving them. And just that craving for wanting more, wanting to go up, and breaking it down on, okay, how are you going to do that? So I don't know if that was just one.
No, that's good. I think the confidence comes from doing. Mary Kay always told us that practice builds competence, and the competence is what will build the confidence. The confidence never comes first. And so it's the practicing of it. And the main thing on customer service is getting yourself out of the picture and just knowing that you're there to service them. Just like you said, you're to service them. What can I do for them? What do they need? What are they looking for? What do they want to change about their skin? When we get focused on that, it's really not about us then. It's not about us. And so awesome. So glad you're on.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mary, what's your takeaway?
All the enthusiasm that you gals have from seminar, I would really like to be able to go one year. But
well, now that we're getting your body fixed up, I think we can make that happen, right?
Yeah, get it so I can get around a little bit easier. So,
and if not, there were what was she number 2 in? She was number 2 in sales, was she? There was a lady on stage in a wheelchair and she was like number 2 in sales.
Wow. And there was another lady who was in a wheelchair that was like in the top 3 too. Like the older, she was like, I don't know. She had to been in her 80s or 90s. She was sales director, went across the stage too. So they had lots of wheelchairs. There's a whole bunch. I was like, can we go get one of those and sit in one of those? Because it would have been more comfortable. It would have been more comfortable.
The only night I wanted was awards night because I wore the wrong shoes.
Yeah,
I still have a sore on my one toe from the wrong shoes. But anyway, yeah. And Terry or Kim, you're unmuted. Any other?
I gotta go. Dave's got to go to bed.
Oh,
so,
okay. I didn't know if there was any other takeaway that you wanted to say or anything.
I already closed up all my stuff. So
okay, all right.
But thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Terry. Anything you want to say or add or take away?
Jim already went to bed, so I'm not worried about that.
Well, I'm in the bedroom, so where he's
Oh,
gotta go to bed.
okay. So anyway, no, I mean, I'm just gonna focus on leveling up. Level up, level up, level up.
Yep. All right. Well, you
Yeah.
guys, it's been great. So great to see you. I will be sending this video out with some other things in the email. So pay, be watching for that. And we will talk to you soon. All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's see if I can stop the recording here.